So it's our first little trip back to the property after fighting the little pandemic disease here that Judy and I got on a trip. Anyway, you can look upstream. There's been some monsoon weather. We're warned that some of it, I can't remember the exact, what'd they say, how much rain that one night came?
It was like an inch and a half, I thought.
Yeah, an inch and a half in what, 20 minutes or something?
20 minutes.
Anyway, we can see some of the erosion of the water flow through here. And you can see a lot of the silt being left behind around here. You can get closer to the culverts here. See a little bit of the silt got left in here, but not much. It's actually pretty good. And the rocks in here stayed, and over there. Over here, this wall seemed to stay. No sign of serious erosion problems. Little minor stuff. A little more silt through here in this right side culvert. And anyway, one of the things we did today was, on this weekend, was we brought a generator, actually a couple of them, just in case the primary one I want to use fails. Hey babe, wave, you're on candid camera. Anyway, right where Judy's standing, we're going to whack off the top of that, I hope, with the power from the generators. And I'll get the generator in place, and my grinder with a little skinny blade, I'll show that up close. We'll hopefully whack that off. Then we can place all 6 of those little lanterns that we got. And maybe hopefully tack weld them on real quick too, so they makes this place light up at night a little better. Anyway, it's all on the bed of the truck. I'm going to go get it out, and then we'll show a little more details of what we're doing and why and how and all that. Hey, good morning, everyone. Here we are with our lanterns.
Yep.
One example. They're really solid. Really nice little units.
Pretty solid.
So I think the little MIG welder we got from Harbor Freight, I don't think it'll blow through anything and damage it. I think it'll do its job, I'm hoping. And so we got 6 of them. They come in little 2-packs, and we got 6 posts, so that should do the job. And of course, over here we've got the bed of the truck, the 2 generators I was mentioning. I'm going to take that little smaller blue one. It won't use as much fuel, and try to get it set up here. I got the little ramps here to roll it down on their wheels and stuff. And then, of course, the little MIG welder there. I think that guy there, and then a little gas can there. I just should have grabbed more gas, but I'm hoping this will go pretty quick. And I got the grinders and stuff in the truck. I'll have those out in a moment. Okay, here we got the little generator out. Hopefully enough gas to get this job done. Don't want to run into town to get more just for this little project. But you can see I got everything, extension cord ran over. I'll be firing up the generator in just a moment. And the goal is to take this little angle grinder here from one of those little Harbor Freight jobs. Got a little thin blade here you can kind of see. And it should just cut pretty well through there. Unfortunately, these middle posts are a little thicker steel than some of these end post pieces, but I'm hoping it'll do the job pretty quickly and easily. I'm going to aim for cutting through here about 2 inches above the rail itself and go all the way around. Let me get the generator going here. So here we go. I'm going to fire it up, and then we'll have all the fun noise from the generator in the background while I do some work.
you can get it started.
Yep, we got gas now.
And there's oil in it.
Yep, here we go. Oh, come on. So over time, you can see how this blade kind of has been reduced in size a bit. I think we lost close to a good ½ inch. So I think just doing that one post over there, I'm going to fit the little solar lanterns on here in a moment. But first, before I go over and do the other side here, this post, cut it off. I'm going to change this blade out and get another new blade on. It should make it a lot easier getting around. Or maybe I'll just start this one with this blade for a little while. See how much further I can get with it. And then change it for a new one to finish the job. We'll see. But anyway, got one down. Then I can see that other one over here needs to be leveled off a little more grinder work there too. But anyway, I thought I'd also show the downstream side real quick. That you can see this channel, the downstream side. Didn't look too bad. No doubt we had some water flowing through. Wish we could have been here for the monsoon, but we were just too sick in bed dealing with pandemic stuff. Anyway, let me get back to the other one in a moment. So I ran into a little problem with the grinder. Looks like it started smoking on me around the motor. So it means it was getting a little too hot and I was pushing it a little too hard. I mean, it was only a little $9.95 grinder from Harbor Freight on sale. So I'm not so surprised it's failing on me. I'm gonna let it cool down for a little while, then try to fire it up again and hope I don't see any smoke, not push it so hard this next time. Oh, the fun of little power tools out in the field. So here we are in the morning. It's getting to be about 10 a.m. Getting going with the backhoe work. Using the front loader to just get the really rocky soil and use it to build up a little berm-like area back here against the cattle panel. And oh, what a feeling, the smell of diesel in the morning. Getting back to work. Hopefully getting a lot more progress on this project so we can drive over this driveway better. I'm gonna hook up the grinder here in a moment and try to get that other piece behind me on this side, right there. Trying to finish cutting that and get it nice and level. But anyway, then we'll have to spread some of this out and build it up, build the bank up along the below the guardrail there, pack it in, and then bring more soil. Another good foot or so is what we want to try to get done today. Hey gang, we're just taking a little break here. The grinder was really overheating and smoking, and so we're resting kind of in the shade. We thought we'd just make a little more of an announcement here. This might be our last video of out in Mountain Air, New Mexico for quite a while, because we are taking a break, suspending our work out here after we do a little more earthwork, we think, and finish the rest of this grinding. But little heads up is that we're going to take probably about 5 weeks off and go help some family with a remodel and make the property safer. And it's going to be far, far away in a much more exotic place than good old Mountain Air, New Mexico. So we're going to leave the high desert behind and introduce you to some family and their project on an upcoming episode here soon. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey guys, as you can see, we got everything built up to that the rebar, top rebar level on one side anyway. Then steering unfortunately went down to the backhoe, so barely got an hour into it, but at least this gives a good idea visually what it's going to look like. I go up here, kind of see how we kind of packed in the little boulders along here to really hold this good against the cattle panel, and some soil rock mixture along the top. Of course, we got to do the other side yet, fill that in when we get the backhoe repaired again. And then down here, of course, we took some of the material from the real rocky soil from down here and moved it up here just to give us that good packing material. So overall, looks good for the little work we did. Guess we'll be heading back to the city in a little bit. And the grinder does look like it went out. I only got like a quarter or a third of that top, that cut there on that tall post done before the grinder broke down on me. So I don't know, I have to buy another $10 one and be more careful with it, or invest more money. We'll see. Thank you for watching an episode of Nature Preserve Life in Mountain Air, New Mexico. If you'd like to follow along and support our channel, please press the subscribe button and gong that bell to be notified. After all, it's free. Free is a very good price. In the future, we will plan to focus our episodes on our eco-friendly build of earthen construction and Dark Night Astronomy, that big guy there, and tourism of the regional area, as well as establishing a Patreon account for the sole support of wildlife in Deer Canyon Preserve. So stay tuned. Cheers.